Friends, on the eve of the 12th Lok Sabha elections, I appeal to you to cast your votes in favor of the Congress. Since 1952, out of 11 Lok Sabha elections, the Congress party has received your overwhelming support 8 times. The Congress has served this country for the last 112 years. Under its leadership, the people of India fought against foreign rule for a long period of 62 years. After independence, the Congress took the responsibility for national reconstruction and development. In the last 50 years, the Congress has converted a feudal and stagnant economy into a modern, vibrant and growing economy. We have saved the country from famine. We have made India self-sufficient in food production. Our people are healthier and live longer today. Many communicable diseases have been eradicated. We have made India the 5th largest economic power in the world. We have made India one of the most advanced scientific and technological powers in the world. We have created a large base for education. Today, India has the largest number of school-going children. We have knit India into one nation, united in its pursuit of economic growth and social justice. Much has been accomplished, but much more remains to be done. Friends, we seek your mandate once again to complete the many unfinished tasks. Friends, the premature dissolution of the 11th Lok Sabha once again proves that coalition governments at the center cannot provide political stability. Experiments have been made not once but thrice with non-Congress governments in the past 20 years. The first non-Congress government lasted a little over 2.5 years. The second non-Congress government lasted for over a year and a half. The third non-Congress government has lasted 18 months. The Congress has given 5 prime ministers in 45 years. The non-Congress parties has given 7 prime ministers in 5-year period. Political stability does not come from numbers alone. To provide political stability, it is necessary to have a cohesive policy, a pragmatic approach, a clear vision and the ability to translate policies into programs. Stability is born out of knowledge of and expertise in running a government. Stability to the Congress is not the stability of individuals, but it is the continuity of ideas and the tenacity of purpose. Our opponents have been given large mandates in states, but they have been unable to complete their full terms. In these elections, the main contenders are Congress, a 14-party coalition of the United Front and a 11-party coalition led by the BJP. The Congress needs no artificial alliance to expand its presence and give the impression that it is a national party. The Congress is the only true and national party. The Congress has been criticized for withdrawing support to the United Front government and forcing this election on all of you. What are the facts? It is true, the Congress supported non-Congress secular parties to form the government at center after the 13 days fiasco of the BJP rule was over in May 1996. This decision of the Congress was not easy. In the 11th Lok Sabha elections, the Congress had to fight a fierce electoral battle against those very parties who were constituent units of the United Front. We had to fight against them in May 1996 election. Now we were being forced to support the very parties we had fought bitterly. Why? There are two reasons for this. First, we wanted to avoid another round of elections immediately after the May 1996 election. If the Congress had not supported the United Front, then another general election would have taken place within weeks and not after 18 months. Second, we wanted to consolidate the secular forces of the country and keep the communal forces at bay. The Congress believes that secularism is the bedrock of Indian democracy. It is the very essence of Indian civilization that is, unfortunately, is being sought to be subverted by certain political parties. Unfortunately, the spirit in which the Congress extended support to the United Front government was not appreciated by the leaders of the United Front. They took the Congress for granted and started insulting and humiliating the very party on whose support their government depended, their existence lasted. The Congress demanded the exclusion of some ministers from the Union Cabinet as a section of the party to which they belong was indicted in the interim report of the Joint Commission. It has been proved beyond a shadow of doubt that the LTT was responsible for the assassination of Rajiv Gandhi. Even the trial court has established it. The LTT could not implement its conspiracy unless it received support from a section of that party's leadership and from the state government then in power in Tamil Nadu. After 1987, the LTT was implacably hostile to India, but yet it continued to get support from certain sections in some political parties in Tamil Nadu, which was indicted in the Joint Commission report. When all these facts were revealed in the findings of the Joint Commission, was it not legitimate for the Congress party to demand such action? Our demand, even for the temporary exclusion of these ministers, were summarily rejected. We then had no option but to withdraw support. Inept handling, lack of sensitivity on the part of those who were at the helm of affairs hastened the process of dissolution of the 11th Lok Sabha. The efforts to force unnatural alliance by causing defections made by those claiming to provide able and stable government also contributed to the process of dissolution. In a parliamentary democracy, elections are the only way of establishing the will of the people. Any other way is simply not acceptable and would be anti-democratic. We will know, friends, in a few days what your choice is. I am confident that you will choose the hand of experience and expertise, that you will choose the hand that knows how to govern, and that you will choose the hand that represents each and every one of you. पूरे भारत से नाता है, सरकार चलाना आता है. जय हिंद.